What's going on? What's going on, friends? 2022. I hope I'm live. We'll see. Charlie the plumber, muffler delete. What's up? What's up? Let's see if we got some sound here. Yeah, we're here. We're here. My audio level's okay? Am I too high, too low? I got to figure out where I want to. WD. Happy New Year, brother. Fishing the Beauty. Second. Happy New Year. Charlie the plumber. WD. Daewoo. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. Are we ready? Yes, Jay Daniels is here. What's up, Jay? I tell you what. We should box that 2021 up and just throw it right in the garbage can. But it was a good year for connections and friendships. I'm going to throw this gum away. I'm going to do that because I'll be clicking the whole time. We are ready. Muffler delete. What's up, Lumberjack Smokestack? Lumberjack, thanks for your comment the other night. Yesterday, day before, whatever that was. That was heartfelt, man. I appreciate that big time. Big time. Let's rock and roll. Chippy's ATV. Dude, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I'm feeling much better. I know that. And thank you for the people that reached out and asked. I'm just battling this sinus infection. Had to go do the test thing. That was negative. All that kind of stuff. And, fortunately, got the Z pack. I'm still getting stuff out of me, but I'm feeling much better, and my energy levels are up. I feel like I'm dark. I feel like the screen needs to, let me see something here. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad, eh? Maybe a little bit. See what that looks like. Wayne Polson, what's up? Just in the nick of time. Wayne, Happy New Year. Finham, Happy New Year. Nee Knight, Happy New Year. Mr. J, Happy New Year. Stephen Letts, my guys, my dudes. Men, women, children, everybody that watches, I appreciate you so much. Roy Boys Bees. I think that's a little brighter. Is that a little better? I hope that's good. Glad you're feeling better. Anna, a.k.a. Pokey Bear, a.k.a. Kevin Maxim. Now, where do we even start? 2022, it's the first day. It's a blank page in the 365-day book. I know end of the year for many of you guys, small business owners, that's a stressful time. You know what I mean? You're closing out all your stuff, trying to get everything buttoned up, figuring out what you're going to finish and what you're going to start in the new year. So that's important. For those of you that started your own little small businesses, little side project, little something you're passionate about here on YouTube, you got all these things to look forward to in 2022. The opportunity to create is bigger than ever. There's more people spending time on the internet, more people spending time watching content, creating content, making friendships, connecting across the board. My monitor just went out and it just came back on. Things are flat. I got something going on, I think. I don't know. I got to look and see what's going on. It's pouring down rain outside. We got a lot of flooding going on. Not really flooding, but like flash flood kind of stuff because we haven't had snow. It's been a very odd year, not just with all the things we've had to deal with, but also on the weather forecast. We got tornadoes. Prayers go out to all the people. There's been just some crazy things going on, and you got to keep those people in your prayers every day. It's something new on the news. You got to try to keep your heads up, keep the inspiration up, things like that. Got my first nap in 2020. I feel, Lau, that's all that matters, man. Lau, you're a wild man. I wish we would have got to spend more time when we were in Ohio. That was a lot of fun that we had there. It was funny. I was on Back 40 stream yesterday. I said hi, and I decided to get if Back 40 happens to pop in here, somebody go message him on his channel. Tell him I'm wearing my vest today. He inspired the vest, but it was fun. It was fun. But Ohio was just cool to meet people. I wanted to film that and make a video on it. I took my camera. I wanted to get some content. I filmed a couple clips. I filmed like an intro, a couple clips, and then it just went to like being with people because that's what matters is making these new friendships, seeing what everybody's like in person, hanging out, getting ideas, getting the inspiration. The conversations we have, the Discord channel rolling and getting that going. And it's been really cool to just spend some time with people and see what they're up to and know that it goes both ways. Two-way street. My friends the Manleys always say that. You guys see them in here from time to time, Bruce and Robin. And it's just like you spend time with each other. You see what's up. You check in. There's a lot of stuff that happens off of the YouTube. Not everything's on YouTube. But those conversations are just unbelievable. Andrew Scott's here. What's going on? If I missed you, just keep running it because I'm just feeling. I shouldn't clap that loud. I'm feeling good though. I'm like I don't know. I don't know. But the last couple days of conversations, when you're down and out and all you're doing is being the consumer of the content, is one of those things where you get inspired by other, like I can only speak for me, but I get inspired by seeing other people making things happen or wanting to make things happen or getting started to make things happen. And, it's just New Year's resolutions type of things and just kind of going at it and just making things, getting things started. Brennan Rail, Happy New Year. Snowing like a banshee here. Yeah, that's all we're getting. If it was snow, we'd have probably half a foot of snow by now. It's definitely one of those things that this year's been different. We've made it to December. We got a couple more months to go. Usually Pennsylvania, third month in, three. March-ish is usually when the weather can break, and we could still get like a nor'easter, get like a foot of snow, and then usually it'll melt off. It really depends on the ground temperature. I know like Tin Man, dude, minus 43 degrees. That's past the point. Like when we get minus 10, that's past the point of like the crunchy, when you walk outside and everything's just like dry, like minus 43. That is no joke. The first nap in 2022, though, is always a great thing. Snowing in Michigan, expecting 5 inches. Happy New Year. Would rather have it snow than all of this. Yeah, no doubt. I actually like snow. I like snow enough. I used to run snowmobiles and had a couple sleds. So it's always fun to see people out in sleds because it's one of those things where you can have a quad, you can have side-by-sides, you can have four-wheel drive vehicles, and you can go out and play, and it's fun. But there's something about a snowmobile that just, I don't know, lifting them skis up, flying across it just, there's not much like it. And you're watching the weather just hoping for 2 inches of snow, enough to rip through the fields so you're not hitting the rocks. You know what I mean? Like you're not hitting the trails yet, but you get that little dusting where you're like, I'm just going to go take it for a little ride. Or you're riding like the plow marks on the roads for a while. You guys at Snowmobile will know that, that the plow, the sides of the streets is where you rip when there's not a lot of snow. But many blessings to everybody here. Your walls really feel it. The wall has been, I actually, I've been trying to add to the wall. I might actually put some more shelves up. I got stickers from people. People have sent me stickers. I still have not made any kind of promotional material for my channel. I think I want to do that maybe more with the podcast and things like that. I really don't want to have something to sell. I got to figure that out because I just like to contribute. And when I'm contributing, it's kind of, I'm not really like when I went to Ohio, I didn't have stickers to give out. Everybody had stickers. Everybody had handouts. I felt really bad. So, there was a couple kids that came up and asked for, you have a sticker? Do you have something? I'm like, I have nothing yet. So I do have to do that. I will get something designed and I'll send them out to people, whatever the case may be. But the wall has definitely come along. People send Christmas cards and, stickers and just different things. I've had some autograph stuff from people I've filmed with or worked with over the years. I got some pretty cool stuff this year. I just got a thing from the Cranberries, which I'm actually noted in the book, which is pretty neat, from one of my favorite bands. My wife got me the Cranberries record there for In the End, which I was scheduled to go to a concert, and then Dolores, the lead singer of the Cranberries, passed away. So, today, wow. Betty White, rest in peace to Betty White. Pretty crazy, 99 years old. She just did an interview not too long ago that was how good she felt and how, she was so blessed to be able to do the things she's done, 99 years old, being blessed with all that she has and looking forward to her 100th birthday. I think it was January 17th or something like that. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's weird because like one of my favorite TV shows is I Love Lucy. That's I'm an old soul in a lot of ways. And, it's weird because you watch those TV shows, growing up with like Nick and Knight and stuff like that. And, it's just different how the world was back then and the comedy and the way people interacted and just kind of had fun. But I Love Lucy is one of my favorite TV shows of all times. I like that show a lot. And, you always watch those shows and you think that people they're still here. Like there's, you know what I mean? In spirit, I believe they are, but, it's, the influence that they have. And I know, that's I don't know. I think it's just, it was just good days back then. Mama Bellhopper, thank you so much. Mama Bellhopper, you guys should, I hit Jeremy with a little PayPal here to help him out with his saw. I wanted to do that off of YouTube. Just because to get him going, because I really believe in people creating content and delivering content. And Jeremy, you guys have been, with all, you have New Baby, everything else. you're putting in the work to make videos. He's really going out. I know it's helpful to you guys, so I wanted to do that. But you don't always have to do that. Truly, just spend some time here. A like, a thumbs up. If you guys want to hit that thumbs down, whatever, dislike, like, hit them both. I don't really care. I think it's a fun time to be involved, and anything will generate some activity on the tubes. 307's here. I hope I didn't miss too many. If you guys said something, a few of us Michigan. Leia, let me know where you're from. Butler, Stephen Letts, where are you located? Very cool. Mama Taz is here. What's up, Mama Taz? Bob Bentley, happy new year to all. Truly, happy new year to all. Really, it's, I mean, we're here. We're here, brand new. We got to make the best of it, with or without it. If you guys are starting, getting going on YouTube, or you have a passion project, that's what you need, is like a passion project. If you have a passion project you want to share with the world, YouTube's a great place to do that. I encourage people to do that. I think it can do a lot of things for you. Even if you do it and you want to make a few dollars, maybe you continue going, you can build a big channel. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just make friendships. But I don't think it's about the dollars as much as it's about the connections you make and the opportunity that goes with all of that, and the things that people can help you with. And it's you know, some people look at it like, oh, it's just greed, or people want to do it just for the dollar. I think it's an opportunity to maybe you choose where you spend your time and how you spend your time. And there's a lot of people spending time doing a bunch of whatever they want to do. If it makes you happy and you're happy, that's great. If you're starting something, though, you almost have to go 110% into it. You got to, it's like a living, breathing baby, I guess. That would be a good word, because we're expecting a baby in March. So keep us in your thoughts and prayers as well, because it's a first time for me, and it's a exciting time. You know, my heart beats like crazy, and it's a scary time and everything else. But you know, you just, when you think of the opportunities that are there and what you're doing, I think what a lot of people like to do is take their passions and turn them into a way of having a little bit of freedom. And I think YouTube, in the long run, if you really contribute and you really build something, that it can give you maybe a little bit of freedom to focus on the things that you like to do, and maybe you can turn that side project into something that can maybe sustain you, or you don't have to do the 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be. So I think a lot of people are looking for that. I think, you know, you look at the crypto market, and I don't know if anybody here is invested in crypto, but you look at some of the things that people are doing there, and it might be able to give people an opportunity to have some freedom. And I believe if you want to do something like that, you have to go 110%, 120% in the thing that you're most passionate about. So, you know, share that. If you like to share that, if you don't like to share that, that's fine. But I think everybody, you know, this year, if you're inspired to make a video, I know a lot of people want to do that. Just grab a camera, grab your phone, make a video, throw it on your YouTube channel, see what happens. Maybe if it's not you know, it's not money to everybody. Maybe if it's a friendship thing, or you get an opportunity that's like, hey, I'm a welder, and a guy owns a welding company and says, hey, I need you to come weld. There's so many ways that opportunity can come out of YouTube, and really any platform. I just do think YouTube is very valuable to many. Miss Hopper, Ralph Carnegie, make sure you thank Hoppers for that. I appreciate that in the chat. I love when you guys thank people for supporting and helping out in any way that they can. A like, comment, share, subscribe, phone a friend, whatever you got to do. If you have to phone a friend and tell them to come to my live stream, that's fine. I'm not going to complain. Buckin's got a lot of stuff going on right now too. He sent me a video tonight, and I know you uploaded a video. He's talking about, I got a funny story to tell you. I don't know if Buckin's here or not, but if the accelerator pump. So when I was working on my Ford last year, the accelerator pump was like a story. And I knew that carburetor had sat for so long. It was gummed up inside. You could see the varnish on the inside. I cleaned it up. And well, this was when I first got the truck, so a couple years ago. But so I was messing around with the accelerator pump, and I'm like, that's like the first thing to go. And I was changing it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go get one from the store. Maybe they'll have something. And I pulled it out, and I was like, yeah, it wasn't leaking, but it just wasn't moving freely. So you pop it out, and you got to watch that spring on the front of the accelerator pump. So I go and change it out. I go and get the new one. Some of them have like the split pin, and some of them have like the shaft is one piece, and then some on the newer ones you buy, like Advanced Auto Parts or whatever, they're split. So I was going to mess around with that and pulled it out. I cleaned it all up. I started cleaning the carburetor up. I'm like, the truck's running, but there's like slight hesitation. Whatever. I go to change it. I have a stone driveway, like all like 2B limestone driveway. And I'm messing around. The spring pops out. The freaking half of the pin goes. It's gone in the driveway on the brand new one. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, what am I going to do? So I take the old one. I clean it up. I'm like, well, I'm just going to have to live with this for now until I can get a new one. And I ordered one from like that Mike's Carburetor Parts. If you guys need carburetor parts for old Fords and stuff like that, Mike's Carburetor Parts is a good resource for that. So I ordered a package from him, and that came, but I put the old one back in. I was like, I'll just run the truck with the old one. When I put the accelerator pump back in, I flipped the spring around. There's a small side to the spring and a larger side of the spring. I flipped the spring around, not even paying attention. I just was like, and there's that red tab that it kind of like lets the fuel go in and out. It pushes it. So it was holding it shut. So the truck was running even worse. I'm like, wow, I really screwed it up now. And I ran it like that. And I never even thought about the spring. Pulled it out. Mike's Carburetor Parts stuff comes back in, and or comes, gets shipped to the house, whatever. I'm like, I'm going to change it again. So I pull it out. I put it exactly. I'm like, I got to pay attention this time. Put it exactly the way I took it out, not realizing I had it out wrong the first time. So my truck's still hesitating. I'm like, I just, there's, spark plugs are good, everything else. And I'm like, what is going on? So the one day I get froggy this summer, pull the freaking accelerator pump. I'm like, it has to be something with this accelerator pump. Pull it back out, flip the spring over, put it back together. Boom, done. So definitely, if you're having little hesitation issues with your old Fords on the carburetors, old 2-barrel carburetors and stuff, double check your accelerator pump. All the mothers on the stream. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Mama Taz, Smitty's Firewood. What's up, man? Smack Evans. And nothing but prayers. Ralph Carnegie, I saw it. Ralph is in the stream. Ralph has been, I'm not going to put it out there. If he wants to put it out there, maybe he did. Throw a couple prayers out to Ralph. I know he's, a couple issues going on. I'm not sure if he knows what's causing the root cause of that, but we'll think about you, Ralph. Definitely. And if you need something, don't be afraid to reach out. Soon to have free unlimited fiber optic where I live because I'm so remote. Thanks to President Biden going to set up a bunch of critter cams. Oh, that's cool. Free unlimited fiber optic. That's interesting. I know a lot of people. Jay Daniels, he just got set up with Starlink. He got on the list for Starlink. And Starlink's a great option if you live out in the sticks. It's $99 a month. You're gonna have probably $500 in the kit, but you're launching more satellites. But there's people getting 300 meg down, 300 meg down, and 40, 50 meg up on Starlink. Sometimes even more. So that's a good option and low latency. The delay, I guess, for those of you that don't understand or don't know. I can't say you don't understand, but don't know latency. Happiest guy on YouTube, wrenching the bolts. What's up, Josh? How are you doing? Indiana Doug, it's a live stream. It's Indiana Doug. I clicked on my live. I scheduled it for 7:30, and I think you're still live. So sorry if you guys are on. Indiana Doug's probably live too still. Thanks for popping in Indiana. If you're still live, I'll pop back. 10-man saws. I jumped in to some good Carb Plus tuner talk here. Yeah, 10-man. That's my guy, man. 10-man. That freaking temperature, brother. 10-man in the house. Very freaking cool. Happy New Year. You guys are awesome. Power Stroke Jude, what's up, man? Happy New Year. Produce Patrick, what's up, man? Old timers here. Michael Barube. Happy New Year, 10-man. We have Starlink. It's awesome. Exactly. Yeah, 10-man has Starlink. There you go. Jay Daniels, Charlie the Plumber. Did my first live on Xmas night with my son and daughter-in-law. That was fun. It's always good to do that. Just know that content is the key. Content's the key. I'm just doing this. I was down and out this week. It's pouring down rain. Like it's a swamp outside. My boots are probably muddy. It's not great. Buckin, Billy, Ray, what's up, brother? I hope you got the accelerator pump story. But Buckin, thank you so much, brother. Man, it's going to be exciting. What are you doing right now, Buckin? Why don't you come on and inspire? Sorry to hear that, Ralph. Send lots of prayers. Do that. Make sure you guys think about Ralph this week. If we can do one thing, that's all it takes, man. Brighten Ralph's spirits. Ralph, keep your head up, brother. Hi, Buck and Zachary Gross is here. BBR, Andrew Scott. No worry. I'm done and told everyone to come over. Thanks, Indiana Doug. I appreciate that. Dude, everybody's going live right now. So I feel bad because it's like, it's hard to pop in. I wanted to pop in over on Bellhopper earlier just to give him a boost and a little pump. And, I'd be happy to jump in with you guys too. No big deal. Brennan Rail, what's up, man? Love you guys. Happy freaking Saw year. Saw year. There you go. I'm a Saw year. It's a new year. Yeah, okay. I can't even read. Christopher, What's up, man? Hello again, everybody. Happy New Year. All the best. Stay happy and healthy. You as well. Majestic Hunter, Buckin, Wrench, Jay. Yeah, the Wrench. I'm reading things so fast, I don't even know what's going on. Casterman, what's up, brother? Let's see here. Boom. Happy New Year, Mama Taz. All these live feeds are amazing. Yeah, definitely. You just have to make, I mean, I try to spread them out. I try to spread them out in between, different things I'm working on, whatever the case may be. 2022 is going to be, I have plans, but I just want to do them. I don't really want to talk about them or the next thing. It's just like, do it. Just do whatever you got to do. But there's a balance. There's a balance of everything. And it's hard to keep up with everything. And it's also hard to match the platform on YouTube too. So it's like, they can be helpful or hurt your channel, both. I mean, so it's all in what you're trying to accomplish. I know that for me, it's very important for me to connect with you guys and get a chance and an opportunity to talk to you guys, see what you're up to, talk about YouTube, talk about tech, talk about whatever. We could talk about Jay Daniels has a new bunker. We could talk about that a little bit. The only thing Jay's going to need is sitting over here is a good, well, this is a portable. He's going to need something a little bigger, but Jay's going to need a little ham radio set up so we can communicate across the country. But I can cover over to Jay's if I need to. Let's show the love with the likes. Definitely smash the thumbs up. Tap it slightly, just slightly. Hit the thumbs down. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Wow, thank you. Casterman's firing things up. How are you, old timer? Prayed for Ralph. Very much enjoyed Buckin and his mom duo music video. That was very cool, WD. No, not even kidding. I'm humbled. JW, the vault. Yes, the vault. The vault. I'm sorry, Jay. Well, you're not going to get much service in the vault. We'll be outside the vault, right? Daewoo, matching Buckin's donation. You're the man. I love this channel. Dude, thank you so much, man. I mean, we're going to put that to good use this year. I can promise that. You guys know we do little things to help people out. I'm not the person. I'm kind of not the person that I always thought, like, a good friend of mine has a channel with like 300-some thousand, 400-some thousand subscribers. And he did a couple of those things where he went out and made some videos help. And I love that stuff. And I think the message in it is great, but I'm also not like, hey, I got to be, here's what I did to help somebody. So I do appreciate when you guys do that stuff. And I know it comes from the heart. And I know that you guys, I can't thank you enough. Appreciate that big time. And we'll do good things with that. Praying for you. Look, all that thumbs up. Let's go. Daewoo. Lumberjack. Oh man. Very, very cool. Hope all is well in your neck of the woods. Chris Liggett. I hope, dude, you're here all the time. Look, Chris Liggett right here and the fam. I think we got another one right here. Always a great time. Always a great time. Antenna installed correctly. Hand me a ham radio. What license? Yeah, you just need it. It's 35 question test, man. You could pass that, Jay. Come on, Jay. This is what you grew up with. You grew up with this, Jay, this technology that's still there. That if the cell phones and all this stuff goes down, we're still communicating. And that's what it's about, communicating. Discord, we got YouTube, we got all this other stuff. I only like to support certain platforms. That's my personal opinion. But anyway, and I know a lot of you guys are starting. I have so many little things. I set the camera up this week. I was going to film something, and I was feeling like crap, and I took a nap with the cold thing that I had. Good man. I'll get more subs when I get healed back and get it. You will. I mean, that's what you got to do, Smack, is get with me, man. Definitely join the Discord if you want to. There's a link, join. I've been trying to spend some time there just to keep in touch with it. I have to get it all wrapped into one spot because too many different things, and I get spread thin. I try to help people. Somebody told me, I forget who it was. It was like, that's how you're wired. Like, I do spread myself thin sometimes, but I love to help people. So whenever I can, and almost just for the love of helping people, like if it's going to get your head up and keep you rolling, and it's something that you feel good about, I really want to be, do the best that I can, I guess, to help you do that, because I think there's definitely value in that, in that whole thing. Thanks for all your forward push last year. No doubt, dude. No doubt. Bucket, if you want to jump on, I'll send you a link if you want to pop on for a minute or something. But do not accept. Yeah. So I think the thing is not really, don't accept it, but like, you get to choose. Everyone gets to choose where they put their time and how you spend your time. And if you're really looking to create an opportunity for yourself or move yourself ahead or do something more to help your family or help, like all of the things work together and you have to go in 110%. Like there's times I'm on till 3 a.m. just working on stuff. I was doing a presentation the other night for a company and I was getting some stuff done and doing some web work and things like that. And I was on like 3 a.m. I do pop into Discord, whatever. And then it's 2 hours of sleep and you're back at the grind. And it's just like, it's a lot of stress, but you hope that it can someday lead to, better things and bigger things and the things that you have in your head that you want to accomplish. So I try to encourage everybody to do that. It might not be YouTube. It's whatever. If you're starting a firewood business, if you're splitting wood and you want to start a wood stand or whatever else, I think Ohio Woodburner made a great video the other day. Make sure you guys check him out. There's a lot of good videos out there that I think people want to help, where it's like, you want to go above and beyond and make your customers happy and build what you got to do and fix it, even if it takes a little bit. There was another video with our friends out east. And I can't think of it just a second. Lieutenant Bradley, Catbird Hill. He just did a video the other day where people were stealing some wood from his wood pile. And he's like, you know what? If it helps somebody, maybe they were in need. You never know. You never know what everybody's going through at all times. It's best, you try to communicate. You try to find, what you can, what the real root of what's going to help them. And sometimes it's not a dollar amount. Sometimes it's just a push. Sometimes it's just inspiration. So anything you can do there. Tazzy Wendy, sort of pants. Where are my mom's Taz pants? Do I need to send you another pair, Buckin? Need to go live next. I know. Well, we could, George. We could bring Buckin in here if he. I don't know what he's working over there now. He's getting ready to stamp some axes. He just got some cool stuff going. So I think you guys are gonna like what he has planned for the year. I don't know if you remember, but when I started my channel, you helped me out, dude. It's all. That's what it's all about is just anything that can move somebody forward. To me, that's worth the effort, because there's a lot of people right now that can use that, myself included. We all get inspired in different ways from different people. Lumberjack, spend some quality time with my Brad. Lumberjack, you do that, man. Spend some QT, man. Channel Laws, one of my first 25 subs. Muffler, you're a good dude, man. You're a good dude. Yeah, I appreciated you put a lot of your background and what you're doing, and to be able to come on YouTube and inspire people and tell your story, man. It's a cool thing, man. And you're willing to help people, and that's a great quality to have. So it's life can be hard, and it's definitely rough sometimes. So it's important to have people around you. Don't spend time with people that don't clap when you win. You know what I mean? Or don't want to see you succeed. You want to try to be around the people that want to push forward or want to help each other. And that's I'm not saying ignore everybody or just like, oh, if somebody's a bad person, don't even talk to. But you get what I'm saying is like you kind of like a product of the environment. So try to put yourself around people that want to see you do well, like that truly believe in you and want to see you do well, and that can maybe help you or just keep you going. So I think that's a great thing, man. And more, I don't judge people. Like, we've lost a lot of the things in the world of what truly matters in friendships and building stuff. And YouTube, the coolest part about YouTube is whenever I can talk to like a speedster, my buddy over in Romania. It's the next day, 7 hours ahead, and he pops on and he just did a video. He's driving video of what it's like in Romania, and it's like he's 7 hours ahead. It's the next day. He'll be taking his kids to school and ping me in the morning. It's 1 o'clock here. I'm working on the computer a little bit. He'll be taking his kids to school and jump on. There's cool stuff. My buddy CP, you got Steven Letts, you got a couple guys that definitely like they'll try to pick your head up if it's down, or try to push you to do forward. So those are the cool things. Lieutenant Bradley's a great man. Yeah, he did a great video the other day, man. I'll watch some of these videos. So it's definitely a good thing. Good night, everybody. I'm fixing to have, dude. Hey, Ralph, if you need something, don't you call somebody. You have a lot of connections, Ralph. I see you on a lot of channels, man. You call somebody. I don't know your situation or if you got family around you or whatever else, but don't I appreciate you being here, but put the health first, dude. And if you need something, you know, reach out, man. Reach out. Aaron, the wood chopper, what's up, man? If you're more than fortunate than others, build a longer table, not a taller fence. Yep, exactly. Thanks, Katie. Blessings to you. Hey, Nick, what's up? Guys, it's up to all great people. Yeah, everybody's trying. That's the thing is everybody's trying. Joe Reynos, I didn't want to miss you. Hello, community. Happy 2022. Lieutenant is a golden man, Buckin says. Buckin, are you feeling froggy? Yeah, I don't know if you're feeling froggy, but it's definitely all right. So what else did I want? I wanted to, like, you know, you gotta keep things going. I got so many freaking things all over the place. I'll tell you one thing I'm not doing. I got into it with eBay the other day. Man, the fees on eBay to sell stuff, I will give stuff away before I pay eBay. That kind of, they jacked me on something, and I'm not real happy about it. But I know that there's some camera questions, things like that, some YouTube questions. I like to bounce. I wish I was in the shop right now and playing with, like, you know, saws. But I know that with most of you on YouTube, like, sometimes learning how to make a better video or whatever the case may be can be helpful as well. So if you guys have any questions there, we can do that. But lighting is one. I'm going to make a video here coming up about lighting, especially for you shop guys in the garage. I'm working on stuff because I see a lot of videos and I watch and I just see, like, there's little things you can do, very inexpensive, if not free. You might even have the stuff to do it, to do that. Cameras. I know that this year, 2022 and 2021 are going to be an interesting year for cameras. I know a lot of people are cell phone. I still think a great cell phone, you know, the latest and greatest, like an S21 or an iPhone, whatever, latest and greatest of either one of those is going to do well, or, you know, at least within, let's call it a late model, like in car world, you know, late model phone. Definitely start there. But if you want to upgrade, the thing is phone technology is coming a long way with the AI and the ability for the phones to, they do well in good lighting conditions. So if you're in a good lighting condition, a cell phone's probably easiest, most efficient. If you switch to a camera, you know, there's a whole nother ball of issues that you can have. And cameras, you know, if you're shooting more manual, that's gonna be helpful, that's gonna be helpful for a better image quality and things like that. But it takes a lot more work, so you got to think about those things. I kind of want to make a video on that, but I know people were asking, like, what's the next step besides like a GoPro and a cell phone? A lot of people go with like a point and shoot. So I actually got some cameras out, and I was going to talk about those in a moment. But hi everybody. John Bob, what's up, man? McDaniel Saws, what's up? Zachary Gross, Stephen Letts, Tim, man, everybody's here. Chippy, you done? Chippy was having fun in the blower the other day, or not the blower, but the front end loader. But a lot of people, let's do this because I do have some cameras. See, one I'm getting ready to sell, I think, this GH5 body, Panasonic. But a lot of people will step up into a point and shoot type of camera, right? Just like a pocketable, almost like a cell phone. This is the G7x Mark II. This was a really popular camera a couple years back. I think a lot of people actually still use it. When you start getting into these, they're definitely great cameras, but the technology is a little bit older now. So cell phones, the latest and greatest cell phones, are coming a long way. And you guys are definitely filming some good videos with your cell phones. I think lighting is one of the biggest keys when you're filming with a cell phone. I know it's one of the biggest things when you're filming with a cell phone, but it's not like necessarily like the brightest light you can imagine. So I'm gonna do a video on that. But a lot of people will step into like a point and shoot. I think one of the best point and shoots. I'm gonna just step off the frame here for a second. If you were going to upgrade aside from a GoPro and a phone, the Sony, this is a pretty compact setup. This is the Sony Zv1. They also have a Zv10 out, but that's delayed because of the shortage of the chips and all that kind of stuff. This is a cool compact setup. It has a flip side screen, so if you like to see yourself, you got when you're filming. It's a very compact setup. It's a point and shoot. You can still put a microphone on it. Some of these cameras that didn't have a mic jack, so you're just with the 360 sound. That's one option. You also have so you have the mic. You have a built-in ND filter. An ND filter is like sunglasses for your camera. So on GoPros, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of tips, but on GoPros, like this is a Hero 7 that I have. This would be like an ND filter. So if you put that over the lens, and I know that's going to be tough to see, but it's like sunglasses for your lens. It allows you to shoot in the right frame rate and everything else, and you can shoot wider open and still get like that depth of field, things like that. So this camera here has a built-in ND filter. So when you walk outside, you can do a lot with that. So you get into things, and you're not buying separate lenses. But on a GoPro, a lot of times you can get, this will change your GoPro footage, though, for you guys that film with GoPros. You want to take an ND filter, and you pop on different ND filters, and that'll change your image dramatically, especially when you're outdoors. And there's different levels of how dark they are. So if you're shooting, we're going to go into that in a little bit. But Joe Reynes, Pixel's back in the game. 22. I don't even know. The fire's burning, you know. Ignite the fire, got to do it. And I know not everybody's tech. I don't even care about the tech. I just like seeing people make awesome videos, and I see the questions being asked all the time. So Sony Zv1, $699. You're not buying lenses. You throw a $50 mic on it if you want. This mic you can use with a lot of different cameras, your phone, all that kind of stuff. Anything you really want to use it for, $50 mic, $699 camera. It was on specials. You can find it on special. I think it was $700 or $800 when it first came out. Built-in ND filter, going to do a little bit better in low light because of the bigger sensor. You can't cram a big sensor into these small devices. That's why they buckle under low light. So this is a good camera, a little bit of zoom built in, pop the button on, flip the camera out, turn it on, face it towards you, touch the screen, great autofocus. You want to have good autofocus. That's a thing that people care about a lot. And right now, the audio levels are a little bit high, but you can basically hit the record button and say, welcome to NixPixel TV. I hope you guys are doing well. Staying healthy and safe as always. Something like that, right? I need to change up I'm going to change the whole game 2022 here. But this is a great camera. If you guys are thinking about, it would be, I think, an upgrade from your phone. It has, 4K, a little bit overheating, but not in most scenarios. So I think you're going to be okay with something like that. But that's like more like your point and shoot. The thing that people are like, oh, I need a DSLR. I need to have a better camera. I need to have a better this. Phone, something like this, a GoPro, you can make epic content with it. People do it all the time. So I have all this stuff because I film in all kinds of different situations. Every camera is different. This is going to be great, the GoPro, to get you in small, better shots, move the shot around. It works for, on a car, something where you're not worried about getting the camera beat up, outdoor, any elements, things like that. But it has its limitations as well. Good stabilization, things like that. These cameras here aren't going to have like in-body image stabilization where the sensor can shift and things like that. They're going to have digital, which will work, but it's going to crop in. So you'll see people that are like they have the thing out here and they're real close to the camera. It's a crop. So I'm just like, I know this is all over the place. I'll make videos on this stuff, but I see a lot of stuff where people are like, I need to have a camera. I need to have a DSLR camera. That's going to make my videos better. It ain't going to make your videos any better. Really, if you're shooting with a phone or whatever, in a low light situation, maybe. But then you're buying a lens that lets more light in. So I know a lot of people like the Canon M50, M50 Mark II, M6 Mark II. I've owned them all. Let me see what's cracking here in the chat. WD, half popcorn, walk through the camera. John Bob, hey everyone. It's all about you guys. But McDaniels, Proteus Patrick, Tasman. Wow, it's crazy. Hun, if you notice something, just notice me noticing you. Joe Reynes. Yeah, I got Pitt. He's back in the game. I got that one. Katie's here too, so we'll bring her over here in a minute. All right, Tree Feller Smack, Nick Pixel rocking it. Dave Slinger, thank you for all your comments, man. Comments mean a lot to me on the channel. When I don't have time, like if I don't have time to make a video, even popping in on a video, an older video, whatever the case may be, comments mean a lot. It means a lot to me. You guys check in. And it gives me a punch to create and whatever else and check in. I got a Red Bull. Probably shouldn't be drinking Red Bull because I am fired up on, like, I honestly can't, because I've literally slept for a week with a sinus infection and everything else. I get over that. I don't like to be restricted on being able to do things. Water. Let's talk about cameras though for a second. Just for a second here. I personally like GoPro 9, Rode Wireless, pretty good. Thanks for your advice on that. That's what it's all about. So look, G7x Mark II was here. Then Canon came out with G7x Mark III. Now, these ones have flip-up screens. Well, when you have a flip-up screen, it's going to be really tough. Where did I put the other camera? To put your mic on here, right? Because it's going to block the screen. Can't really see the screen. That's why a lot of people use flip out screens. I don't like looking at the screen because you got to look at the lens and talk to people, right? So if you're looking at the screen or your phone screen because you're not on the back camera, you're looking off of the camera, and then you're like, "Hey guys, welcome back." It's look at the lens, right? So I actually personally like, because I usually film a little bit higher with the camera, I usually like to have the camera almost like level with me, but up a little bit. And I like the flip up screen on a lot of these cameras, because then if you're glancing up, you're still looking at the lens, but you can kind of in the peripheral vision, you can kind of see if you're in the frame or if you know what's in the frame. Okay. So a lot of these, I do like the flip ups, but that comes with an issue of not putting the mic on there. So what you can do is get a small rig adapter. Hopefully you guys can see this little small rig adapter, screws on the bottom of your camera and gives you the cold shoe mount. So you can take something like this Sony. Sony is a great camera, by the way. That has a flip out screen. So the mic goes on top. And you can do something like this with this mount. I see what you're doing there, Jay Daniels, and I don't know about you sometimes, Mr. J. I love you, brother. Thank you so much. But you can put, and this is, oh, by the way, little trick is, keep this wire connected. But you basically can put this, and this is gonna, I gotta loosen this up. Let me pull this out, loosen this up, show you. There we go. See, just had to. And now your mic is on the side of the camera, and you've got your flip up screen. It's out of the shot. Plug your mic cable in, and now you got your mic, and you got your camera shot, and you got the flip up screen, and you can still put your tripod and connect your tripods to the bottom of that base plate. That base plate's like $30, so hopefully you see that. That's an option. These are cool options for on the go, because I think the smallest setup on the go. A lot of people film with a GH5, everything else. When you start getting into a lens-based camera, I am so fired up. I wanted to do this for so long. I don't even know. Pixel hardware upgrade fund. Chippy, you're a freaking wild man, brother. Jay Daniels camera. Jay. All right, so check this out. Jay, you guys.
Where's your camera that has the microphone thing that you need?
Oh, that's. I use this camera. Oh, look at the lens on this thing. This camera's, it's cracked. It's fingerprinted up. I've dropped it off tripods. They're very cool. They're very cool. And they are an upgrade from a cell phone to a certain extent. But cell phone technology, because there's software in the background fixing things and adjusting things, there's nothing easier. So to know that when you start going to these because you think you need them, all your workflow changes for the most part. You're editing, you're going to have probably bigger files, sometimes bigger files. It depends what you're filming with on your phone. If you're in 4K on your phone, you're going to have big files there too. Or HDR, you're going to have big files. But depending on the bit rate that the camera films at. So think of how many, the depth and how heavy the package is that's going into your memory card. Sometimes you need to have a faster memory card. So now you're upgrading that. You need to have storage. You need to have a good computer that's going to be able to edit and process that. Your phone's going to need more processing. You're going to need a later model phone. There's all these things that come with it that they're not giving you the full picture of, hey, you just need this, or you just need that, or you need an adapter, another cable, or this or that. So no, it's an upgrade, but I don't think it's going to make or break your channel. I think along the lines, you'll naturally go at it and make sure that it's something you're really, truly committed, invested in, 110% going at it. Like, I want to build this, and I want to build it for me, and I'm going to do my things. I don't want to copy everybody else. I have something to contribute and lend to the world, and I want to do it. Then maybe you want to make an investment. And some people will make the investment, depending on your dollar situation, whatever else, to make better content either way, with or without the channel taking off. Because it's all friendships and connections that can help. So then, now let's talk. Canon M50. I sold my M50 not a long time ago. I got the M6 Mark II and the M6. Original M6. They all run on this crop sensor lens, right? So crop sensor, so I'm not even gonna get into that. That's on a whole nother level. But you got these different lenses that also may not perform the greatest in low light. So 15 to 45 is like your kit lens. The kit lens you're probably gonna dump after so long, right? As soon as you buy the camera. And you almost have to pick, like, when you get into higher end cameras, you're almost sticking with the camera series that you buy the lenses for, because you're going to have 3 times as much money in the lenses as you are the camera body. So you're going to spend $1,000 on a camera or $5,000 on a camera, and then you're going to spend $3,000 on every lens that you buy, or $2,000 or whatever, to get good lenses that are good for the situation. So with the M50, the M6 Mark II, I prefer, me personally, over the M50. M50 has a flip side screen, and the M50 Mark II, I still like this flip up screen. So M6 Mark II. M6 Mark II is a great camera. This is an M6. I might even give this away on my channel if somebody would be interested this year. The only thing that's missing with this camera, it's in mint condition. This little button came off, the cover for it, and I don't know where I put it. But the 15 to 45 lens gives you a little bit of zoom. That's not going to happen, magically. So flip up screen, same kind of idea, but now you have interchangeable lenses, and you can do a different lens. So 15 being the wide side, 45 millimeter being the zoomed in side. But the amount of light that this thing lets in changes on a lens like this. So when you get into the dark situations, the camera starts compensating for that. When you get into light situations, you might need an ND filter, whatever the case may be, as you zoom. So you want to get a lens that might have like a fixed aperture setting. So like, you'll see these numbers, and I'll explain these all in different videos, or if you guys have questions. But I want to let you know that it starts to barrel roll, and that's what I'm trying to get across, is like, it starts to barrel roll where you end up needing more and more and more. And if your channel's just getting rolling, I don't think you need that right at the beginning. If you want to do it just to do it, that's great. People drive diesel trucks all the time and don't pull anything. They just like having a diesel truck, right? So it's one of those things. You're always going to have that, what works for you, and who am I to tell you what's going to work for you? I don't know everybody's situations, but I can tell you, if you have questions, or say, hey, this is what I'm trying to film, or this is where I want to go next, I might be able to help you. And only talking because of experience, right? So you get these cameras. I like the M6 Mark II. I use that a lot. So then you switch over to one of my favorite lenses. It's a video on my channel. People still watch that, is the Sigma 16 millimeter f1.4. That 1.4 means it lets in a lot of light, right? And it's going to do good in low light situations. It's a fixed lens, so it's just 16 millimeter. There's no zoom, just a focus, right? So you're going to take that, and this is the lens you're going to pop on. Some of these lenses have stabilization built into them in the lens side, and then can match with the camera body. Some don't. This does not. So you're going to pop this off. You're going to go to this lens, which now makes your setup even bigger, right? Still great setup. You can almost hold it by the lens and get some footage and have some fun and do whatever else. Sometimes you do that. You just flick it on and go to town and just hold it by the lens. But that's your size of your camera setup right there, right? Gets heavier, gets bigger. You're not just popping it in your pocket. Everything else, it's a fixed lens. You're not going to be like, let me zoom in and get that picture of, it's more going to be like, hey, let's get the landscape, whatever the case may be, or get up close to something. So that's what you start getting into. So you find yourself, so you got your $500-600 camera that you think is going to do better than your cell phone. Then you've got a $400 or $500 lens, and then you find yourself doing one of these. Hun, can you grab me that yellow case under here real fast?
So when was that in my face?
And I'm going to check up with the. Yeah, that just it'll just slide out and let everything fall perfectly. You just slide out and let it drop. Sounds familiar. Smack Evans. I don't know. There's 40 people in the chat. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Mountain bike. I use S21 Ultra with adapter for external mic. There you go. Dana Hudson's here. John Hudson. I hope he's here. I hope he's doing well. I hope you guys are having a great new year. The camera killer. Oh, it's just fun. I don't know. I'm just lost about cameras and gadgets. Same as confused about Tin Man porting sauce. That's what it is. We're all sharing experiences. I'd love to be porting a saw or running a saw or swinging an axe right now, but sometimes you just got to bounce around. So here's where you find yourself. You got to buy a case for your lenses, right? Then you go and you find out I need to buy these micro 4/3 lens, or these not micro 4/3 my Panasonic. I gotta get these M lenses. So you find yourself here with all these lenses. This is going to be your zoom lens, right? I'm going to zoom in. It's literally, this is what people don't realize. Like, oh, I want to zoom in on the bird and get a picture as it's flying by. So there you got your zoom lens. Or you might want the popular 22 millimeter pancake lens that's just a fixed lens. Or you might want the super macro lens, where when you want to take a picture of this keyboard here or something real close up, you're going to do that. And it has like a built-in light on it, and you might have that. Or this is the tried and true. Look, it's like the toolbox. See how this lens is used? It's used up. You can tell which lenses you're going to use by how beat up they get. The 11 to 22, it's image stabilized. The 11 to 22, I have a video on it. It's a great lens for the M series of cameras. I run the M6 Mark II a lot. This is the Mark II. This is the same version of this camera. This is almost a duplicate image, only they upgraded like 4K and a bunch of different features in it. It too has to have a mount on the side. So you see the mount on the bottom with this nice little magnetic thumb screw. Yep, I'm gonna get there in a second here. Am I still loaded? Okay, so we're still loaded up, but I do run these. They're great cameras, but is it needed to just fire off a YouTube channel? It's not. You're gonna, in most light conditions, focus on your lighting or film outdoors, and you're gonna do very well with a late model cell phone. M6 Mark II though, great camera. I still love the flip up lens. I truly do. So then you get into let's put that back.
There's some microphone questions.
Yep, we'll swap to that. But I hope that even though I'm bouncing all over the place, I hope that I get the point across that it's not what you need to start your YouTube channel or to do everything you want to do. That's not probably what's holding you back. It's somewhere where you'll probably get to, but I would start somewhere first before you start buying all this stuff, because you'll find yourself with stuff that sits there, or then you'll find out another camera comes out and none of these lenses work with this camera brand that's better, or the phone does this better. If the workflow prevents you from making videos, then you want to change the game from that side. But I know that people talk about this stuff, so just ping me, join the Discord, whatever you got to do. We'll talk through it and try to guide you. I do think a GoPro is a great unit to have. I'm going to put some of these lenses away just for a moment, because that was more for demonstration purposes. Let me see what's cracking over here. Yes, you can put a microphone on the GoPro, but GoPro's finicky with that because they make an adapter. Somebody correct me, but I think, or look it up, I think it's like $70 or $60. If you're in the GoPro annual plan for $50, you get like 20% off, and there's an adapter for the GoPro, especially for the later model GoPros. It's USB-C, and then you can plug in like your 3.5 millimeter audio jack. So now you have, here's the thing with the GoPro. Depending on what you're filming, if you're trying to make the GoPro like your main camera, you definitely want good audio, but a GoPro is made to be compact. When something goes from S21 Ultra to, I can pull this out of my pocket, boop, and start filming, right? To I have, a big setup like this, or the GoPro with mics and everything else hanging off of it, it becomes not what the camera was necessarily made for. And I do film in linear. I don't take the wide angle, and I don't like the fisheye look on like the GoPros and stuff. But there's a use case for every little thing you're filming. So you want to balance that a little bit of use it what it's made for. It's going to get you good shots. It's going to be quick. It's going to be handy. It's going to be weather sealed. To get a weather sealed camera like this, you're starting to spend more money. Weather sealed lenses and you're in the $2, $3, $4, $5 grand range before you start getting weather sealed stuff. So the GoPro, use it for what it is, but you can put a mic on it. I'm not trying to discourage that. I'm just saying that for me personally, it's like sometimes in the chainsaw world, whatever else, like, or wearing gloves or wearing pants, or there's like the safety side, and then there's also like, am I bulking myself up too much to the point where I'm being more dangerous by being bulked up? And that in the camera world, it's like when things get too big or too much to set up, sometimes I feel like you want to make it better, but there's ways to make it better without that. Maybe it's like GoPro. There's a lot of people for the 360 audio. Where is my GoPro kit? Let me look at something here, and let me make sure. The media case, yeah, the media mod. But let me look at GoPro because I know a lot of people have GoPros. Hun, there's a case. It's about. That's a joke because there's so many cases here. Oh, here it is. Look, check me out right here. All right, GoPro. All right, I hope this is helpful, and I hope you guys are enjoying the new year. I'm just fired up, fired on all cylinders right now, and I really enjoy spending time with you guys. This life is a freaking blessing. It's been a crazy year. Talk GoPro media mod, right? The media mod is, yeah, the media mod is probably the easiest way to stay compact with the GoPro. It has its flaws, but that's the media mod with a built-in shotgun mic, with a wind muff on top, with ports on the back to plug in external devices, and external mic if you want to, the USB, and yeah, the external mic and the USB-C charger. Well, this is a mic, but no, you can use a another mic, but I try to think of compact. Like I don't want a big I don't want too much sticking off my GoPro, me personally. So you pop this in here, it's going to give you directional audio on front side and back side. It keeps it compact and lightweight. Now, with that being said, you have things like this that you can buy too without the media mod. This is just a piece of foam that somebody cuts out for $5, right? And they sell them for probably $10 or 15 that fits the GoPro. So, and on the media mod, you have to take the side door off, right? A GoPro, by the way, did come out with a new battery. I'm testing that. You can see this has the gray bottom. It's going to look white on the camera, but it's a gray bottom versus the traditional blue bottom. And this is the battery that's supposed to do better in cold weather and cold conditions. You know, you want to keep your phone warm and do the old trick, like if you're hunting or fishing, you're outdoors, where you keep the heat pack, or you can get yourself an outside with Shibe customized heater. I think he has those Coleman, or what are those heaters called? Zippo, the Zippo hand warmers. Oh, yeah. Shibe, yeah. Do I have one sitting around? Shibe got them customized, but you keep one of those warmers with you when you're hunting. You try to keep your devices warm so that they hold their battery life, or keep them plugged into an anchor charger the whole time. This way they stay charged. But this battery is supposed to perform better. So you put your door back on and you buy this little piece of foam right here, and you just pop your camera into that. So, it's basically a wind muff for all of the cameras. Now you don't need the case. The case, I'm not going to put the door on right now, but you see how that sits in there? And now it's covering the ports up, which is very similar to what I did with this little rig on this camera. It's just putting a little piece of cloth over top of there. Stephen Letts, you are a wild man. I'm just fired up. I watch a lot of content, and I try to see what's going to help people the most. I have to get around. I have to do a better job, and you guys have to push me and leave comments and thumbs up and just kick me in the rear I will make this kind of content. Tech stuff doesn't really, I'm around tech all day in my life, so it does get boring. I'd rather be out making something different that inspires me and stuff like that. Like tech inspires me when I'm working and doing my thing. Some people understand that, but I enjoy disconnecting. I enjoy just disconnecting and taking an axe out and busting firewood just like everybody else, and just thinking about things like the things I used to do when I was hanging out with my grandfather or my dad or whatever, like all these things you can do to just chill time, I guess, for me. So it's kind of opposite, but I have that 50-50. Is there a media case with the built-in mic? Then there's a media adapter, but it has to be the GoPro brand. Exactly. So it plugs in the charger port. So that's like $50 or $60. If you're going to buy the GoPro and want to put a mic on it, I'd probably just buy I'd probably just buy the media mod than a $70 adapter. I hate dongle cables. I hate adding more. The dongle cable, it flaps, it bounces around, it makes noise in in your footage. If you're using a GoPro for what a GoPro is made to be used for. USB-C plugs. Are we going live when the baby is being born? Oh, we're going live. Huh? I said it was a hard no. I will hack the hospital security cameras. We'll have a camera in there. We'll blur it out. We'll blur it out. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna make it work. Harder. Let's hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. What's up, brother? Outside with Shibe. So he's here. What's up? We're talking about you, Shibe. I was doing a plug for you on your Zippo things, right? keep the cameras warm, keep the batteries charged, have a outside with Shibe Zippo holder.
Or you could just, use the Milwaukee heated coat.
Let's see here. What cameras do you use, Buckin? What cameras does Buckin use? Buckin's phone, GoPro, like it can be done. Buckin's one of the best channels that, and I don't say that enough. And I don't say that just because he has a ton of subscribers. I would say that when he had 10,000 subscribers or 2,000 subscribers, like he's making content. He's using exactly what he has. And if you injected this, right, into Buckin's workflow right now, you would get less videos. I could almost guarantee that. I could be wrong. Buckin's probably like, I want to get a camera now. But it's more, and sometimes more isn't always more until you get your workflow now. I know I can flick this camera on, record something, pop out the SD card, pop it into my computer, edit it. I have a good computer, so I have a lot of the bases covered. I got hard drives to stack storage on, things like that. When you do it for a living, and people are doing it for a living, but I think it's all about the content delivery. So I think if you inject something like this, now you're going back to learning, and then you're delayed on making videos. And I think you should just continue making videos and gradually making them better. And when you get to a point where you have some time where you want to play around, maybe have your phone to make your videos and keep those going, and then maybe get something like this. But I can tell you there's limitations on this kind of stuff. And you're going to get into lenses, and you're going to get into ND filters that screw onto the lenses. $80 for that. You have to buy 2 or 3 batteries for about any camera you buy. The Sony camera, 2 or 3 batteries. If those of you that run GoPro cameras, 2 or 3 batteries, especially if you're filming a lot, because they get eaten up very quickly. I don't know what just happened there. Gainsey, fixing my TV and watching. Happy New Year, Gainsey. Thank you so much, man. Happy New Year to you as well. I appreciate you big time. I hope if you need help fixing the TV, let me know, man. We'll fix it. I hope you're fixing the TV to watch YouTube. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Buckin. Dude, you're a wild man, Buckin. Buckin said, I'm gonna help you out, Nick. I don't need a camera. I'm just gonna keep making videos. 2022, fire it up. Unreal. Make sure you guys thank Buckin in the super chatters tonight that support this and what we're doing this year. It's big. It's big. It's big to me. It's big to my family. It's big to the people that I help. I know that every time we help somebody, you don't have to do that or whatever. Like you just spread it across and you do the best job you can to move people forward. So I don't know if you need that or not, right? I don't even know where I was at. GoPro. What else? Do I have any other GoPro stuff that's cool? But yeah, the media mod also gives you the access for your mount, so you can get the little GoPro light, which is dead because it's not dead. It's on. So you can get like the little GoPro light and you can have that. But the light, this is what I'm talking about, diffused light. Like this doesn't do a great light. When you think of lighting, think of big light, diffused, not little light, very bright. Especially for you guys, Tin Man, Buckin, you guys are porting saws and stuff. We're working on saws. When you're thinking like light, think of a big light source, diffused. Something you guys that'll change the game for you. I don't care if you use a shop light. It doesn't really matter. If you want to start getting the color grading, you can buy yourself some color grading cards like the white and the black and the gray, and you can get your correct white balance.
That's what those are?
Yep. You can get those. You can get color books. But the one thing you can do that's and I'm going to teach you something that's easier than this, but is shine a light. Can I bring this light over, you think?
Put the legs down.
If I bring the legs down, look. This isn't even big enough. But this light here, right? See this diffusion box in the front of it? And it's battery, but this is not even big enough for most situations. You might need 2 of them further spread out. But when you think of this, if I put this right here and try to shine this, the diffusion's going to help, but it's going to be too close. And then when your camera's trying to, you want to probably film manual for this, but it's going to blow everything out. You're not going to be able to see stuff. So you have to sit there and get creative with the lighting. A phone is going to do a better job than a camera if you don't know how to use the camera. The phone's doing all the AI to automatically try to make that image the best. When you walk outside, then you walk inside and things like that. But you always want to think of diffusion. So something quick you can do if you have a shop light, and I'm not saying to go out and buy something that's a good high CRI color light. something you can do is pick up something like this. Is a newer, this is probably like 20 or 30 bucks. This is one option. I'm going to show you a cheaper option. But you pick up something like this, and they make smaller ones or bigger ones, right? And I think I've showed this before, right? And you flop this out. Tin Man, do this, right? Take this and blast your light through the back of it. So I don't even have, where are all my good flash? Can you toss me one of those good flashlights? Yeah. All my flashlights are usually charged, right? So when you think of this light here, and you think of, I hope this might even work. Like, look, you see this light here on the Ford symbol, whatever. But if I go like this and I try, look at the camera right now, right? Look at the camera. It's crazy. It blows it all out. The camera can't adjust for it, whatever else. But if I watch this image, right? This is actually working. But like, look at the wall, right? You blast it through.
Wait, are we supposed to see the Ford sign?
No, I mean you could, but look here, Ford sign, boom, hot spot. I'm trying to port a cylinder, and I want to show you the hot spot in the cylinder. Boom. Do you see what that does? It diffuses it. Less shadows, not as hard. Very simple to do. So when you guys are on a live stream, right? And you're live streaming, or anytime you're filming, and you're in front, there's a light right behind me right now. I can turn it up in front of me. But when you're live streaming and you have the light like this in front of your laptop, this is what it doesn't, you know, I'm live streaming, here I go, you know, like you want to diffuse it. So you can do this, right? Or I'm going to show you another way, you know what I mean? But this is a nice option to pop in front of your heavy light source that's inexpensive, that'll change the game. So blast your shop light, your halogen light, whatever you want, right through this light. Don't burn it, right? This is just real thin, but it's going to diffuse it. It's going to give you less shadows. And if you put that over your workbench and you have your light coming through, it might even work on this table right now. Like, you know, hotspot on the GoPro, even lighting on the GoPro, right? You see that? So if I had a camera in there, you know, how can I do it? There you go. Boom. All right, here you go. Right here. Look at the keyboard, right? Can you guys see the keyboard, how bright that is? Watch. Boop. Nice lighting. Less shadows. I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope that helps you in some way. But this is something cheap you can do. And then when you're done, workflow. Do one of those. That's going to be a trick for you guys to get that down, especially when you get a big one. It's fun. Pop it right back in the case. You're good to go.
Small frisbee-like ones and
no, I mean, well, it's big. If this thing could be double the size, that's definitely helpful. But you don't want harsh lights. Harsh lights are not good. Harsh lights are not good.
They're not good.
I used to have an old parachute on the man cave ceiling, right?
Or you have a piece of paper on your light.
Ronnie J. Daniels, old cans include Panasonic. Need a tripod. I can manage this. Need a power board. You so well, Shibe. My wife just jumped on. So Tim Basco's here. Casterman, Buckin. Okay, so again, thank you. Industry, Chris. Lego, Smack Evans. Guys, definitely. It's great that everybody's communicating. I probably missed so much in the chats, but bounce light is helpful. Yeah, you can bounce the light too. So think of, there you go, Lyle. Look at Lyle Davis coming out with the little light. So you can bounce the light too. So when you need to fill a shadow, right, on one side or the other, you can get a reflection board.
Wait, aren't you going to show them the cheaper version of this?
Yeah, the cheaper version. I'm going to make a video on it. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to build something and show them in the workbench. No, I'm going to make a video.
I thought it was that.
Go. Can you grab one of these whiteboards? No, can you grab one of those whiteboards under the desk here?
This?
Yep. Go to your Walmart or Amazon or wherever. If you want to bounce some light. Oh, this is a box. It's actually, but you guys know plastic core, yard signs, right? White plastic core yard signs, something like that. This is a trifold foam display board, but you can bounce light as well. So if you direct light, you might, if you want to fill a shadow on the other side of my face, right? I'm not even shining that in my face, but you can direct that light and bounce it, and or behind you or whatever the case may be. So plastic core, little signboard, little piece of white plastic core from like Walmart, those yard signs you pop into your yard. You could use one of those. And something like this, I've used this actually. I have one sitting over there. It's just, you know, but that's an option. So think of that instead of direct right in your eyeballs. Keep rolling. Happy New Year from Central Wisconsin. Greasy Shop Rag. Thanks, brother. Nice video, Greasy Shop Rag, on fixing a chainsaw. Good morning, Speedster Vlog from Romania. What's up, brother? Thanks, Speedster, for popping in. Happy New Year. Yeah, so like little things, you know, you're not going to go around. And this is a GH5. Like this is a rig with an external recorder. You're not going to go around with this all the time. This is not like Vlog Central or Make It Easy to go cut firewood. I too like to be in the garage working on things. So you want to be the smallest, easiest, compact that's not going to affect your workflow as possible. Now, if you're looking for cinema filmography, that's a different story. But for the most part, you're not going to need that. There's plenty of big channels and channels that are doing really well with a phone, the GoPro, a couple other things. You know, you might want to invest in a good computer. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful a little bit in some way, shape, or form. I always like to do that stuff. The technology stuff doesn't do great because I don't want to build a technology for, say, a YouTube channel. I like to build a connection place for people to hang out and spend some time and learn and share knowledge on the things that we're good at. So, you know, for me, I could start a channel and maybe start doing the camera reviews and things like that. But it's for a whole different thing. Everybody's, you know, they're talking color grading, they're talking all these other things. And for the people that I watch and the people that are into the things I'm in, outdoors, hiking, hunting, fishing, you know, shooting, firearms, survival, yeah, for like just the stuff, ATV riding. Like I think too, the same as many of you guys, firewood cutting, chainsaw stuff. It's not like, hey, let's take this $5,000 camera out in the woods. You're gonna have somebody filming you if you're doing that, and you're gonna be at a step that buying a camera is not gonna make sense, or it's gonna make sense for you to be able to do that. But if you're out there just building something, these are great options. I do like the point and shoots though. Still keeps it compact, and still has good autofocus and still performs pretty well in low light. So hopefully that was helpful.
Someone asked something about the 360 camera.
Yeah, 360 cameras.
They asked about what kind of processing of a laptop or something like that.
So laptops, I mean, it's tough. I'm a Mac user, so I have Windows and Mac, and in my office we run Mac and Windows and stuff like that. It really depends on what you're set up with. If you're an iPhone person, you might an iPad and stuff in the it depends what ecosystem you live in. But something with a good video processing, or, you know, like the problem is right now is the video, the microchip shortage, and that's an issue going on right now. The shipping's an issue going on right now. You guys know what's going on right now, but it's affecting all these industries. And then also you have the crypto mining end of it too, where all of these video cards are now getting eaten up by crypto mining. So, you know, a price of a video card, like if it's a $1,500 video card, like you're spending $3,000 on a laptop because you can't get that video card any cheaper. Like the components cost more, but you can get a decent laptop that's gonna edit like cell phone footage and most stuff well. If you're not getting the color grading, it's all in the time. So if you're cool with like letting a video take an hour to render, then you're cool. Just like if you were cool downloading an MP3 song back in the 90s or on Napster or whatever else back in the day, and it would take you, you know, 45 minutes to burn a CD, you know, and to 25 minutes to download a song if you can stay connected, you know, and you're looking for the T1 connections and everybody T3s and all the stuff that had better connections to download from. You know, it used to take 45 minutes to download a song. So it's all in the time that you have.
From Jeremy Weaver, how much processing power do you need with the laptop for editing?
Yeah, so it's a combination. But processing power is it's more than just processing power. It's what software you're using and how does that software work with the components of the computer. So you'd really have to, like, what are you filming with, and then match it up. But like for the most times, like $1,000, like if you can get a laptop with not an integrated graphics card, like a dedicated graphics card, that's going to make all the difference. I don't care if it's like 2 gig, 4 gig, 8 gig, whatever. If you can get one that has a dedicated GPU, you'll see it listed as like a GPU graphics card. If you start seeing like, you know, Intel Iris, or like it's built into the motherboard, it can still perform okay, but it's not gonna perform as well as a dedicated graphics card. So those are the kind of things that you got to look at, and we can help. We could talk about that kind of stuff.
Someone asked if you were
Are you giving crypto investment? No, this is not financial advice, but I would think about you can't give financial advice on that. There's a lot of crypto channels out there, but I've been into that game early on, so it's definitely something I'd investigate and do your own research on and see what you're thinking. I mean, we talk about that in the Discord server here and there, and I'm part of a couple communities with that, but there's opportunity there. You know, and invest in yourself too first. You know what I mean? And if you can make a difference even if you put a few dollars away. You know, even if a couple bucks a paycheck, put it away and do something, because I think the technology is evolving. Just think like a couple years back, everybody, you know, if you have a cell phone today, a lot of us were the ones saying like, I'm never going to have a cell phone that will do all these things. I just want to make a phone call, right? I just want to have a ham radio, and I just want to use my ham radio and talk to the people that I want to talk to on the go, and that's it, right? And this is still big, but a lot of people said, I'm going to fight the technology. I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to do it. Raise your hand if you have a cell phone today that's a smartphone. So I think that as technology moves, it'd be something to learn. Mike Cantrell's here, Saw Surgeon. Yeah, it's great, man. It's great to see everybody tonight. D's Homestead, Kane Custoza. What's up, man? Kane, I hope you're doing well, man. I recently watched a YouTube selling channel reviewer more around 3D. Amazing. Yeah, 3D. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I had hard enough using my camera to make videos, right? It's smash the thumbs up. Yeah, if you haven't done that, appreciate that. Have you talked about gimbals yet? Looking to buy one. Greasy Shop Rag gimbals. Again, something that adds to your workflow. Set up, tear down. Cell phone gimbals are pretty simple. There's a pile of them. What are you filming? You want a gimbal for a GoPro? Like the technology of image stabilization is coming a lot further too. So gimbals kind of less and less. I do have gimbals for my pro cameras. I do have a couple. I mean, I've been through the gimbal game. Greasy Shop Rag. You know, here's a Dji Osmo. I don't know what version this one was. This was a newer version for phones, but it's more. And sometimes it fights the stabilization built into your cellular phone or your camera. So it's more education, more alerting, more toying around. It can help you. It can give you good stable footage, but it's all in what you want to invest your time in learning. So sometimes they're needed, sometimes they're not, and sometimes they can help you and sometimes they won't. I wouldn't say to just go and buy one unless you really necessarily need one, because stabilization in a lot of the devices is coming a long way. And sometimes you can get those micro jitters in some of these where, you know, it's hard to notice on a cell phone when you film on a cell phone, but if you're filming footage that you want on like a television or a bigger screen, people are seeing that. Those jitters sometimes can hurt you more than they can help you. So these ones I'm actually probably selling and getting rid of because I have a few gimbals. It changes every year, so you got to stay up with technology. That's why they're sitting out, actually. All right, hon, do you want to say hi to everybody? Can you come over and say hi? You really want to, don't you?
I did.
Well, the baby wants to say hi.
It told you that?
Yeah, it told me that.
It didn't.
I was listening, and it told me that, and it said, just because you don't want to say hi, Mom, I want to say hi. These people bought our baby diapers and helped support us. Baby needs to know. Baby needs to know. I'm just saying. Come over and say hi before you leave. Diabolical. We're not going to stay too much longer. I know, like Steven, I think there's a couple people going live. Steven Letts might be going live. I wanted to just pop on. I had to get some energy out. Send some energy your guys' way, guys, girls, everybody, for 2022. Getting things fired off. It's the first day. It's almost the end of the first day. I still feel fired up. We should go for a ride the truck in the rain tonight just to spot deer. Dude, I'm on a level right now. I feel good. I'm in my vest. I always feel best when I'm in my vest. That's something Back 40 would say, right? He was in his vest last night, and I said it's a vestival. It says it's a very festive time. You know, here we're having a festival. He had a vest on. So I was like, I'm going to get the vest, the old 1620 workwear, man. Shout out to 1620 workwear. It's expensive, but it's yeah. Deer watching. That's what we do, man. Oh, it's I'm hyped today. I'm hyped. It's first time back and it's a new year. It's just finishing off last year and being down and out for a couple days, that doesn't help you out. So you feel like you want to just get out there and do something. I've been going through some of the things here in the shop, figuring out what or in the bunker here, figuring out what I want to like sell and get rid of and move on with, and then stuff that I want to keep. I got my outdoor pack, flashlights and stuff outdoors. The cranberry, I'm not showing that. No, I'm not showing that. Next time, come over and say hi, friends. 2022 is going to be a cool year. We got some exciting things going on. Say hi. Sometimes.
What?
Where are you at? They can't even see it because we're colored. See, this is where you need.
You can see it.
You can't.
If you can't see it.
There you go. There you go. See? No.
Didn't really help.
Step up on the stool.
What stool?
So then they can see it.
You can see it.
Say hi to your friends on YouTube. You don't even know. I just need your permission. Actually, I don't need your permission until you're 18, huh? So we're just putting you on YouTube right now.
Ask for permission.
I wish I could I could hook the stethoscope up to the mic. But we're very excited, and I thank you guys for all your kind words and prayers. Little man or woman in there. Axe woman or axe man. Just saying.
I'm hungry.
She's hungry. We're going to go for a ride in the truck tonight. Feeling festive this time of year. I'm really invested in this live stream. I'm invested here, invested there.
I feel like I need a vest.
It's festive. Oh, man. Kevin, everybody's saying hi to you, hon.
Hi.
Mom was like, what, Nick? Thank you, Kate. Yep. Oh, I know. It's Saw Surgeon. Thank you. Saw Surgeon's going to be when we go to Ohio again. Remember I said we saw Saw Surgeon there and Back 40 and all the guys at the Ohio at the show. Saw Surgeon's going to be our security. We're going to get a booth there this coming year. Glowing. Well, that's because I have the light on her, Bucking. You know what I mean? Somebody said something funny last night. I forget what it was. And I was going to make a comment. I was like, I cannot comment on that. Back 40 vested for like that. Look, he's there to invest in. This is what you started, bud. Trendsetter 2022. That's funny. Happy New Year. Oh, man.
I didn't know your light
I was rolling.
up there.
Oh, the lights are flashing because he super chatted, man. Freaking unreal. I just want to have fun, man. Outside with Shab. Says, congrats on the little one. We need a booth. Oh, we definitely need a booth. And it's good to see you guys here. I thank you guys for coming over. Shab, it's good to see you at a video that got you a little bit of a lift there, right? Shab, that was pretty cool, man. You just got to, when it's going, don't do what I did and get traction on your YouTube channel and then stop making videos. That's not a good thing. Just keep pushing it, man. But I was really happy for you to get some traction. It's going to, keep building on that. That was awesome. Exactly. Yeah, it's freaking cool stuff. Peppy, thank you, Back 40. Yeah, make sure you guys thank all the super chatters and people that they really help out. I'm saving for something that I want to do this year. Not for necessarily us, but for the channel. Because, I always come up with these random things. But you can't talk about it because if you talk about it, other people start doing it. But there's going to be people involved and, hey, nobody know until we know. And then you don't even know then. Okay. I'm invested in it. Okay?
Vestibule.
Oh, let's see here. That's awesome. Tasman, Proteus Patrick. You want to say anything, baby? You want to say anything?
It's sleeping, actually.
Is it sleeping?
Yeah, you bored it. It's weird, but you did.
I need
It wasn't into the camera.
Don't forget to leave the thumbs up. Nah, it's cool. Just got an axe down on this live. See, there you go, Casterman. It's good to see you, man. Making moves. That's what it's all about. Making moves, making videos. All this camera stuff makes me want to go out and make a video.
Yeah.
I wanted to. It poured down rain all day. It's a swamp outside.
Why can't you make a video if it's raining?
Well, we don't have a lot of space in here. I could make camera stuff. Camera stuff doesn't do well, though, unless I go into that camera market. I don't want to go into that camera market. It's dangerous over there. More technology is what I need less of more technology and more of like smash firewood. I need to go up to my dad's house and play in the barn is what I need to do. I need to set up in the barn and we do a live stream in the barn.
You have a heater in the shed.
Keep up the great work. It's going to be a great 2022. Shibe, I hope you sold. I have nothing to sell over here, so I hope you sold a couple of the Zippos, right? Shibe shirt's hanging over there outside with Shibe. He's on my model. I can't even show that, huh? Shibe, you're still on the wall over here, brother.
The mannequin. Chest.
On the mannequin chest thing. I have one of those mannequin things you put t-shirts on to take photos of. So you're hanging up there along with a McCulloch saw shirt from Bell Hopper. I need to change up. I need to put another camera over here. But thank you, Shad. I appreciate you, man.
Are you staying on?
If anybody has any more questions, I don't know. I feel like going for a ride in the truck in the rain and taking the flashlight, spotting some deer, doing something Saturday night. I want people to have a great time. Look at this last kick in the butt for tonight.
Bucket.
Last kick of the bucket for tonight. Chippies. Thank you, man. You guys are wild. Giveaway items, brother. I may put them out for sale. Well, that's cool. Send me a couple, and I'll buy them from you so you're not out any money, and then I'll give away a couple for you guys on my channel too. You know what I mean? Because I like supporting people, and it's fun. I'll get people will do want some stickers or something from me. So I got to build something, but I don't want to sell anything here. Like I don't know. I have to think about that. I like to sometimes I think overthink things, but I also like to look at all the aspects of it because I wanted to keep it a fun. I want to keep it a fun place and helpful and have fun. I wish we could travel. The travel's holding us back right now. Buck and I were talking the other day, and it's just like that's something that's on our radar of things to do. Jay Daniels, you know, he's in a beautiful place right now that it's fun to chat with him and get inspired with Jay to do some things and make some videos and just fly around. And I'm really looking forward to that. I really am looking forward to that. So, back 40 and outside with Shibe and guys that are like, they just want to do things. And I think we're gonna have some fun this year on all of our channels. And
it's an NFT.
That's cool. NFTs. I could start selling some NFTs.
What's that?
New fungible tokens. You know, it's basically in the non-fungible but
someone's commenting on your Milwaukee light that I just picked up off the floor.
Nick overthinks CP, right? CP, I hope you're doing well, brother. Chippies, do you have an email? Hold on, I need to read this. I need to see, baby. Do you have an email to contact? Yes, it's connect@nickpixel.tv. It's on the about page here on my YouTube channel, and it's also and then there's a link you can join the Discord if you'd like to as well on my YouTube channel banner. But definitely shoot me an email. NFTs coming in 2020. Back 40, you probably bought one of those V Friends. Are you in the V Friends yet? I saw you. He's in the Gary V. I should send him a couple of the Gary V signed stuff that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Sky, I'll help you with your merchandise store. Happy Sky on YouTube. Well, if I ever have a merchandise store, Josh, definitely we'll do something. I think it'll be a giveaway thing though, Josh. Maybe you could pick some people. Search this 3D video up on screen. Amazing. Did not know it could be done on YouTube. Virtual 360 competition flight. Passenger for the 701s. I'll definitely check that out, brother. WD, you staying safe down there too, down south? You doing well, brother? I hope you're doing well, man. Throw away your live file guides. Happy New Year, buddy. Simple Man. What's up, Simple Man? Everybody's popping in now. Majestic, I told you that, didn't I, Simple Man? Smash that thumbs up for Pixels. You can look around 360 while flying into playing with him. Never realized that was possible on YouTube. So you can definitely do 360 content on YouTube. We have a 360 video. I have one ATV riding, but it's full 360, and you can put on an Oculus
VR.
or whatever, a VR headset, and you can spin around and I'm riding up the mountain up in Cinemahoning, PA. But you can do the 360 content though. I think it's gonna. I think it's just a little early. I was filming 360 stuff for Google back in the day and doing some Google 360 stuff content, and also I have the GoPro 360 and things like that. I have a special camera for the Google stuff, but it's definitely a technology it's en route. I still think, filming in 360 has its benefits though too, because you can pull the frame out that you want to see in the video. A little bit more editing, but I still think the 360 content on YouTube is kind of, I don't know if it gets promoted as well and if the viewer experience is there, because sometimes telling the story is kind of framing the shot that you want people to see. So I think there's a balance there, but it's definitely crazy stuff that when you watch that, or if you watch an Oculus WD, it's definitely something that's pretty cool, and it's coming.
If you're doing something though.
Yeah, like if you're
we did one on the airboat.
Oh, the airboat ride. Yeah. So like if that was cool. Yeah, I have an airboat video in 360.
I feel like the bird is really jumping.
I need a 360 camera for my snow removal nights to show what's all going on for all the viewers. Yeah, it definitely big files though. No, when you're shooting 5.6K in big files to edit that footage. GoPro's app for their camera does okay, but usually if you're going to bring that into an editing software, the 360 content's going to be now. Final Cut Pro and Adobe have all updated to accept a lot more of that and a lot more of the codecs, but it's still a bigger file. So I know that when I was shooting 360 content, I mean, even aside from the GoPro cameras, that were like almost double the GoPro's capability. And you're talking 200-300 gig files, that you're loading in and then editing and then creating proxies of. So I think I was uploading them and they were 15-20 gigs. Just uploading. Oh yeah. What else, Katie? You're gonna have look, Buckets. You're gonna have a baby. Freaking Buck in the wild, man. We're just happy you're all involved. I recorded my brother's wedding in 360. Have to chat with you on software. Okay, cool. Big file probably take me 2-3 weeks to upload. Then, yep. Yeah. So you have to think of internet connection and bandwidth. Good Country Living. GCL's here. Good Country Living. Nice to see you. Flip. He always does a flip. I love the flip. He missed it in a couple videos. Well, when you flip your camera screen. So he'll be like, hey, guys, what's going on? Good Country Living. And then he'll show, like, these guys have, like, like Tasman and Good Country Living, dude. Like, I thought my backdrop with the fire pit was cool and stuff like that. And then I was like, wow, these guys live in some beautiful places, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, Flip. Oh, look at this gorgeous piece of beautiful... and I'm just like,
look at
wow.
Tree
I'm like, look at my pine trees falling over in the back.
My squirrel's nest.
No, it's cool. It's very cool. It's cool to see that stuff. I think that's what it's all about. I told Speedster to make videos in Romania just to see what it's like, and he did that today. He made a video driving through Romania, and it was all dead quiet, like because nobody's driving, like stuff wasn't open. He's delivering food, so
I'm going.
So I haven't been present lately. Just haven't been feeling it. John, pump it up, man. Don't quit, brother. Don't quit. Unless you want to quit. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't, dude, because, we like seeing you around, man. Keep it simple until you can walk on the right path without leaving footprints, right? Exactly. Happy New Year, John and Dana, no doubt. Mobile to edit. I don't use GoPro software besides a control camera and download it. I use KineMaster Pro on the phone, but probably a director after that, build computer so I can do editing on. Yeah, you could do that. You can get an affordable one too to edit on. It's just time. But the time can be worth it though. The investment in your time can be worth it if you can make your video that much better. And I always say before you upload a video, like rewatch it from a consumer's perspective, and you're gonna miss things and everything else because none of us are perfect. But like, watch it before you upload it, like the whole way through, and think of it like, is this somewhere where somebody's going to drop off the video, or am I putting too much in, or can I get rid of the camera motion where I'm going like from here and I'm not talking at all, and then I'm going over to here, or I'm fumbling around and going here? Can I just cut that out and go right into the next shot? Those are the little things you can do that'll streamline what you're doing. My throat's getting sore.
I'm done.
Feel the sinuses. Still working's here. What's up? Still working. Thank you.
Jeez.
Gotta love the Red Bull. When I ride 2 cameras, just in a struggle, 100%. Rewatch numerous times before saving. There you go. This has been fun. 45 people. I hope we at least have 5 thumbs up.
Don't.
We don't?
No.
Probably not. I hope we have a couple thumbs down. You know, the dislike button. They got rid of. I don't agree with that. Getting rid of that dislike button all the time. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Can only work with what we have on the platforms. And yeah. So anyway, I think that's it for right now. I don't know. I'm feeling good. I thank people that have reached out when I wasn't feeling that great. And 2022, man, 2022. Crazy. Time flies. Flies.
We only have 12 thumbs up.
That's good.
Is it?
12 is better than 0.
Oh.
Checking out here.
Who's streaming next?
I don't know. I don't know who's streaming next, but at any rate, find your passion project. Put all your focus on that. Fail a whole bunch of times. That's what it's about. You can always hit another upload button. Failure will give you experience and you'll learn. And not saying like total failure, but you get what I'm saying. Like sometimes the struggle teaches you the different things. And just keep hammering. Just keep hammering. It's the beginning of the year. Let's pump people up this year. Let's support the people that we like. Let's support the people that want to see us all do well and the people around you do well. And put the energy there. Put the energy into people that want you to do well, that truly want you to do well. Filter out all that other noise. Filter out. Sometimes you have to filter out the noise on YouTube too. And you just have to keep freaking going. If you have it in your heart to make a channel, get going, make a video, say hi, start talking to the world. If it's in your heart, you're going to do it. And if you enjoy it, you might find you and just enjoy creating content for family, friends, whatever the case may be. You might find that. And it's interesting to see the channels that have gone from like, say, 100, 0 to 200. And they've noticed that even at 200 subscribers or noticed it at 1,000. And, you get to 1,000 and then, things can kind of change. You got all these things you can turn on and things like that. And I just think if you have a value add, it's worthwhile. Just try to create the content that's valuable to people, that's going to be helpful. And if you're, the greatest quote I have on my website on Nick Pixel, like if you're copying what the other people are doing or like others, then, Sony, the CEO of Sony, you're not going to succeed by following everything else. So do what makes you happy, inspires you. And it's okay to share whatever else and experiences. But, if you do that, you'll probably be better off to, do well on the tube, because I enjoy simple things a lot of times. I enjoy seeing what's going on in Romania. I enjoy seeing what my buddies are up to. I enjoy seeing new tools from CP, the tool addict. I enjoy seeing, Buck and Billy Ray cutting trees, and like, man, I learned something. He doesn't even have to say anything. I learned something from his videos. I watch him climb up. I'm watching the things he's doing, whatever else. And then you get the inspiration out of it. And it's like just so cool to have all this knowledge packed in one place. And not just for search, but also like people that you can contact and call. Hey, how do I do this? Hey, how can I do that? I'd like to do this. Well, what's your root goal? And sometimes that more eyeballs looking at it will help you. So I think that's the power that we have collectively to do that kind of stuff. So it's very, very cool stuff. Bunch more sunsets coming from the GCL, guaranteed right there. Well, hey, you know what? It's a simple thing. I might not be able to comment on every video, brother, and I know I missed some, but it's a simple thing that sometimes, that puts a smile on my face. So I don't, if that means something to you, it's a cool thing just to see you up there and just see it. And I'm like, man, I wish I was standing right there and we were just like, all right, today was a good day, or tomorrow's going to be a good day, or whatever the case may be. I like that kind of stuff. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the people that are putting in the work on their channels and trying to create something and doing it for themselves more than anything else. And I think, if nothing else, they're getting something out of that internally. And maybe it'll provide an opportunity for, freedom of time down the road and things like that. And as you go, there's some cool things that can happen, but you'll never know unless you try. And if you put 110% in, but I don't know one business person that doesn't live, and it's all business, you know what I mean, in a way, but I don't know one that doesn't put in the work to be different. You know what I mean? Or the work to maybe that's the word, the work to be different. You know what I mean? Like it's days, it's nights. Sometimes it's crazy. It's not always 4-hour work weeks. You know what I mean? It's not always read a book or get a motivational quote and life is going to be great. It's 2022. My New Year's like some of that stuff is fluff. You know what I mean? It's fluff. And some of the people that you're getting quotes from and motivational stuff, speakers, and I'm not talking about people necessarily just on YouTube. I'm saying on all social media platforms, it can depress a lot of people too, because you see the perfect things out there and you don't really get to see like the grind. And there's ways to maybe film that or whatever, but they don't see when you get 2 hours of sleep and you got to put a presentation together because you're trying to make this happen or whatever. That's the stuff that sometimes you don't see. So just, if it's motivational quotes that are going to get you to do something, it's maybe you're not ready to do it. If you're ready to go to the grindstone and break your back a little bit, bust your rear, whatever term you want to come up with, then go for it. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to try something and give it your all. But if you're going to go in like 100%, 99%, and do it the best you can. So hopefully you guys got something out of the stream tonight. I don't know. But I am rip roaring, like Buckin says. Freaking steals, dude. They never. Oh, there it is. There's the 500i. Oh man, I wish I still had room for a drum set down here because I would be banging on one. All right, we're winding her down. I kept you guys long enough. 40 people still in the chat. Hit a thumbs up if you can. Hit a thumbs down if you can't. That doesn't even make sense. Do whatever you want to do. I hope you guys, it's day one. It's night one. Turn a camera on, make a video. Do whatever inspires you. Get started today. It's Saturday. We got tomorrow. Take a little time tomorrow for yourself if you need to. I hope you guys, I wish for you the best of everything in 2022. Whatever motivation, anything I can assist with, I'll do the best I can. I think all of us will here. I appreciate you more than you know. And prosperity, good health. Put your health first. That does take it out of you. Fortunate to be recovering here. And that's it. That's it for today. Until next time, in the next Pixel, we'll see you. Be well. And yeah, that's it. I probably forgot a million things I wanted to talk about. But can always hit upload again, right? So let me move over here. Trying to think. Spend an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day, 15 minutes, 20 minutes doing something that will get you closer to where you want to be. All right. Inspire the world, friends. Talk to you soon. Ignite the fire. Thanks, Back 40, for the excitement last night. That was fun. Stay invested. We'll see you soon. Bye.